What are you measuring this by to know that one is better than the other? If you have an actual objective standard, the real Scotland, if you have kind of the measuring rod that you can put between these two people, then we can say, yeah, one is better than the other. But if you don't have a measuring standard, then you can't say one is better than the other. You can simply just say one is different. There's no way to know which one is actually right and which one is wrong. So there's a couple things that we have to recognize. If God does not exist, if there is no God, the Nazis were not wrong. Because generally in our culture, if there is no God, who creates the rules? The authority. And they can create whatever rules they want because there's no authority above them. There's no God, there's no religion, there's no standard above them. They just vote on it, or the authority has the power and they take over. That's what you have to say. But if there is no standard to judge, they're simply just different. They're like the different numbers in sports. You can't say that one number is better than the other, one score is better, one map is better than the other. They're just simply different maps, different behaviors, different actions, and you maybe don't like one. Is that really how we live in our world? If there is no God, there are no human rights, right? This idea of human rights, where do humans get rights from? If all authority is given to the government hasn't given you a right, then you don't have a right. To appeal to human rights is you're saying that there's someone above the government, some authority above the government who's given us a right that we can appeal to and say, look, I have this right even though you haven't given it to me. But if the higher authority doesn't exist, then there are no human rights. Yes, we can open up a Bible and say, look, this is what the Bible says about God. But if they don't accept the Bible, and they go, well, I don't believe that book. What are we going to do? Well, do you accept science? Yeah, I accept science. Okay, awesome. Let's look at some science. Here's what science shows us. Science shows us a beginning, so it has to be a beginner. Timeless, spaceless, immaterial, powerful. And we get the attributes and characteristics of God without even having to open up a Bible. This can be powerful in having those conversations. Now, obviously, when they go, man, this is awesome, then you open up the Bible, you begin to expand on this. These are powerful tools to help us know that God exists, that everything that we have in science is pointing towards the existence of God, not away from it.